Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when this video finds you. Coming into a seated, easy meditation pose, straightening out that spine, rolling those shoulders back to your ears, and then back so they come to hug each other, and then releasing. Palms come down onto your knees. Palms are either facing the floor to receive that Mother Earth energy, or the sky to receive that pranayama life force energy. So facing down if you would like a little bit more of a grounding practice, facing up if you would like to receive a little bit more energy today. Starting to close your eyes. Let's go ahead and ground ourselves to be completely present. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Repeating to yourself, I am present. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose to ground ourselves, making our presence a little bit more here. Inhaling. Exhale through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. On your next inhale, join me for one round of Om. Inhaling through the nose. Bring your palms to heart center. Rubbing your palms together to create some warmth and friction between your palms. Bowing your forehead down. Namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. Taking a deep inhale in, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Palms above us, interlock, holding our own hand, and then palms go ahead and lift to the ceiling. Nice deep stretch here. Maybe just tilting over to the right side, palms to the right side, deep stretch on the left side, and then switching to the other side, palms to the left, deep stretch on the right side. And coming back to center, deep inhale in, stretch a centimeter up just a little bit more. And then exhale. Let's go ahead and bring our palms walking out in front of us, inch by inch, just a little bit to open up and be completely present here. Maybe your forehead does reach onto the mat, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe you only reach here, or as far as you could go. Walking until as far as you can. Just don't feel, as long as we don't feel any pain or anything like that, pinching, it should be good. Forehead down. Inhaling slowly, inch by inch, using your hands, centimeter by centimeter, coming up slowly. On your exhale, cartwheel your palms to the front of the yoga mat. Let's bring our big toes to touch each other, knees to the outer edges of the yoga mat. Inhaling, pushing your belly button forward as we prepare. Opening up the heart center, shoulders come to hug. Exhale, hips reach to your heels. Extended child's pose, palms out to the front, forehead onto the yoga mat. And just incorporating your ujjayi breath if you haven't yet. See if your neighbor can hear your exhales on the back of your throat like an ocean. Your lips still closed. Walking your palms to the right side of your body. Maybe your left palm reaches and comes on top of your right palm, or your right hand. Forehead remains on the yoga mat for a nice deep stretch on the left side of your body. And then go ahead and walking over to the left side, walking your palms over to the left side. Right palm comes on top of that left hand. Forehead remains on that mat. Deep stretch on the right side. Walking your palms back to center, and then slowly vertebrae by vertebrae starting to come back up. And let's go ahead and come into a tabletop position. Palms, wrists right below our shoulders, knees right below our hips. Inhaling, coming into a little bit of a cat-cow. Chin coming up, belly button to the yoga mat. Exhale, belly button to the sky, chin to the chest, cat. Inhaling, incorporating a little bit of a flow here, cow, chin to the ceiling. Exhale, arching that back, going with your arms for the flow, your hips. Inhaling up, exhale down. Inhaling up, exhale down. Two more, inhaling up, exhale down. Inhaling up, exhale down. And then going ahead and we're coming to the bottom of your toes, lifting up your hips, downward facing dog. Feet are about hip distance away from each other. Toes are pointed to each other very slightly, like a pigeon. Walking out your dog here, gaze comes to that belly button. Full deep stretch here. Maybe ragdolling your head a little bit. Getting any tension or stress out of that head and neck. Looking forward to the front of your mat as we prepare, stepping, hopping, or jumping to the front of your mat. Let's come into halfway up Vinyasa. Deep inhale in. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, slowly coming up, Vinyasa, upward salute, taking that deep inhale in. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana, mountain pose, palms to the sides of your body, standing tall like a mountain. Taking a deep inhale in, arms come up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salutes, extending that right leg out, keeping that balance on that left leg. On your exhale, sweeping that right leg behind you, behind your left leg, and maybe your palms, your pointer fingers, look to the, come to the left, and right foot comes behind that left leg. So we are taking a nice deep stretch. Right leg is behind that left leg. Nice deep stretch on the right side of the body. Maybe the gaze looks up to the fingertips. Inhaling, coming back to center. Arms are still up. Extending that left leg out this time. Keeping that balance strong on the right leg. And then sweeping that left leg, exhaling. Left leg comes to right behind that right leg. And then sweeps behind you. It's on the right, foot is on the right side. Palms, pointer fingers point to the right side of the yoga mat. Deep stretch on the left side. Gaze comes to the fingertips. Inhaling, coming back to center, lifting those arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive, slowly going down into a forward bend. Palms both placed on your yoga mat. And then let's go ahead and inhale, kicking that right leg behind you. Keeping that, bringing that right knee down. And then arms come up, both legs in a 90-degree angle. Anjaneyasana on the right side, low lunge on the right side of that body. Maybe your gaze comes up. And then framing that left foot out in front of us. Bringing that left knee back to that right knee. Let's come into a knees, chest, chin. So your knees are on the yoga mat. And then your palms are shoulder width apart from each other. Keeping your elbows as close to your ribs as possible. Bringing your heart down to the chest, or your chest down to the yoga mat, and then your chin. Inhaling, coming into cobra. Cobra. Lifting up that chin. Shoulders are held. And then downward facing dog. Taking about 5 breaths here. Walking out your dog. Gaze comes really to that belly button. And then let's go ahead and prepare. Stepping forward with our right leg out in front of us. Left leg comes down onto the yoga mat. Low lunge on the left side of the body. Arms come up, inhaling up. Gaze looks to your fingertips if you would like. And then framing that right foot, and then bringing that left foot to come back to the right foot, taking a deep inhale in, halfway up as we prepare. Exhale, forward bend, ragdolling here for a moment, grabbing your palms to both elbows, swaying from left to right. Ragdoll. Releasing tension in that neck. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward salutes. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center and then to the sides of your body. Placing your balance onto your left side, your left leg. Let's go ahead and find something in front of us to focus on. Placing that balance, keeping those quadriceps and those hamstrings strong. And then let's go ahead and when you feel balanced, bringing your right, grabbing onto your right ankle, bringing it to your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. If you can't reach to the left thigh, maybe it comes to the inner side of that shin, or maybe to the inner side of your left ankle. Let's come into that tree pose. Arms are up. Growing your tree. A balanced mind is a balanced body, and a balanced body is a balanced mind. Releasing that right right leg onto the mat, and then finding your balance onto your right leg. Strong quadriceps, strong hamstrings, and then once you feel balanced and you have your gaze on that thing in front of you that's in stillness, using your left hand for support, grabbing onto your ankle, bringing to the inside of your right thigh, or your right shin, or your right ankle. Wherever you can, raising that tree, growing that tree, arms come up. Coming back down, hands to heart center, releasing both feet on the yoga mat. And then ankles, feet are right below your hips. Taking a deep inhale in, Urdhva Hastasana as we prepare. Exhale, swan diving down, forward bend. When we go down into the forward bend, maybe your two peace fingers grab and wrap around your big toes, or maybe your palms go right below your feet. Fingertips are pointed behind you, palms are facing up, right in your hands are right below your feet. Feet are about hip distance away from each other. Hand to foot posture, losing any tension in that neck. Remembering to breathe. Bringing your palms back out, coming into halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana as you prepare. Exhale, framing your feet, stepping back, coming into a plank pose. Inhaling, bringing your shoulders right above your wrist, and then going down, exhaling into Chaturanga. Modified is okay, keeping your elbows close to your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or a cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Taking just a moment here, we'll take about 5 breaths, just walking up that dog, gaze to that belly button. Taking about 2 more breaths here. Gaze really comes to that belly button, opening up that downward facing dog. And then let's go ahead and bring our left heel into a 45-degree angle. Stepping out with your right foot out in front of us. Let's come into a warrior one on the right side of that body. Right leg is in a 90-degree angle. Strong back behind us. Left hip comes forward. We want to make sure our hips are parallel to the front of the mat. And then exhaling, warrior two, arms to the sides of the body. Taking a deep inhale in as we prepare. Exhale, we're going to remain in this position. We're just going to follow our right fingertips. As if somebody were pulling onto our right fingertips. And when we can't pull onto those fingertips anymore, bringing your right palm to the inside of your right foot. Left arm comes up. Maybe it points to the wall towards the front of the yoga mat. Side angle stretch. Placing that left palm onto your yoga mat, and then stepping back with your right foot behind you. Readjusting those palms very gently. Shoulders come right above your wrists, so wrists are shoulder width apart. Inhaling, and then exhale, chaturanga, modified is okay. Inhale, upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We'll take about 3 breaths here. Just taking a moment. Turning your right heel into a 45-degree angle. Stepping forward with your left leg out in front of you, warrior one on the left side of the body. Keeping that back leg engaged. Left leg is at a 90-degree angle. Bringing that right hip forward so that both hips are parallel to the front of the mat. Taking an inhale in. Exhale, hands to the side, arms to the side, warrior two. And then taking a deep inhale in, on your exhale, following your left fingertips as if somebody were pulling onto those left fingertips. When you can't follow them anymore, placing your left palm to the inside of your left foot. Right arm comes up, and maybe your right arm points to the front of the mat. Side angle stretch. Maybe your gaze looks up to your fingertips. And then framing that right foot or that right palm onto the yoga mat, stepping back with your left foot behind you. Inhaling, plank pose. Hands are shoulder width apart from each other. Shoulders are right above those wrists. Exhaling, chaturanga, modified is okay. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Just taking a moment to breathe. We'll take about 5 breaths here, walking out your dog. It's about 3 breaths. We'll do 2 more. Bringing your left foot to center. Inhaling, bringing your your right leg up, three-legged dog, opening up those hips. If you would like to, maybe your right hip comes on top of your left hip, stacking your hips, fire hydrant pose. Inhale, straightening out that leg, and then exhale, releasing that right leg. Let's come to the other side. Right foot comes to center this time, left foot comes up, three-legged dog. Maybe stacking your hips here, left heel or left hip comes on top of that right hip, fire hydrant pose, and then releasing. Inhale, straightening out that left leg, releasing that left foot onto the yoga mat, downward facing dog. Coming into a plank pose as we prepare, bringing your right leg, bending your right leg, bringing your knee close to the front of the mat, and then placing both legs onto the mat, bringing your right shin in front of you, and left leg is behind you. So eventually we do want to work into that right leg being in a 90-degree angle, but if it's not, that's fine. You can keep your left heel close to your left hip here. We just want a nice little stretch here. Keeping that spine straight here. This is a little bit of a modified pigeon, keeping that back leg engaged. You want to bring your left hip closer to your right heel. You want to make sure that one hip isn't a little bit more forward than the other one. Keeping that back straight and strong. Bringing that right leg back. And then slowly coming back into a plank pose as we prepare. And then let's bring our left knee out in front of us, this time pointed to the mat. Placing that left shin on that. So we're doing the left leg. Left shin on the yoga mat. Left heel is right next to that right hip here. Keeping that back leg strong. Keeping your back strong. Bringing your right hip forward. Just to make sure your hips are parallel. Holding your shoulders back, lifting the chin up. A little bit of a modified pigeon. And then coming back out of it, this time coming to, leaning a little bit to the left, sweeping our right leg out in front of us, extending our legs out in front of us, and then just coming to the side of our body. Let's come onto our back, placing the back onto the yoga mat. Bringing your elbows close to your ribs, and then using your palms and your elbows for support, coming on top of your head. This is a fish pose, pointing those toes. This is a heart opener. We shouldn't feel any pain or tension. Just a really nice heart opener, back bend. Exhale, release. Coming into a happy baby here. Bringing your knees closer to your body. Peace fingers wrap around your big toes, elbows to the insides of your knees. Rocking from left to right, happy baby. Maybe putting a smile on your face like a happy baby. Placing your feet down onto the mat, making any last movements that you would like to make, and then coming into Shavasana, laying down pose. Feet to the outer edges of the yoga mat, palms to the outer edges of your yoga mat, hands to the outer edges of your yoga mat. Palms are facing the sky, closing your eyes. Allow your body to be completely heavy and present here in the now moment, the only moment that does exist right now. Trying to lengthen your inhale, lengthening your exhale. Trying to make your exhale longer than your inhale. With your eyes still closed, starting to roll over to the right side of your body, giving yourself a big hug. Thanking yourself for bringing you through your practice today. Thanking your body for supporting you in the practice. Anything else you would like to be grateful for, now is the time. With your eyes still closed, gently starting to come up into an easy seated meditation pose. Palms to your knees, palms are facing down to receive Mother Earth's energy, or palms are facing up to receive more life force energy. Straightening out that spine, holding the shoulders back, chin lifted up, inhaling through the nose. Bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your forehead down. Namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. Great job today, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.